Most stories start at the beginning, but our story starts at the end. No one really knows exactly how or why or even when the world ended. But somewhere around 500 years ago, everything went dark. There are many theories of runaway comets, deadly meteor showers, and even the moon breaking apart. Whatever the cause, floods, quakes, and volcanic eruptions shattered our planet. As is always their way, humans blamed each other and answered with war after war, until the rest of the planet was one giant battlefield. Missiles flew, tanks rolled, and our ancestors slaughtered each other. When there were no more bullets and no more bombs to drop, great waves of radioactive fallout finished the job, covering the skies with a perpetual blood haze that enveloped whatever remained. Those few who managed to survive went underground. Time passed, and the planet slowly healed itself as best it could. During this period, the fairy folk returned, bringing magic back with them. Creatures of myth and legend now roam this carcass of our lands, while we hid. Well, at least, that is one theory. Slowly, human beings once more emerged. But this was not the planet of their ancestors. Radioactive dangers, mutations, and monsters now fueled their waking nightmares. Despite this, and because of their very nature, they spread out to lay claim. Most of them died. From necessity to survive, these few wanderers became tribes. The stronger tribes evolved into villages and then provinces, until eventually they grew to the 6 dominant territories of this new era. Can you survive the Dystopian Dawn? Dystopian Dawn is a role-playing game set in the post-apocalyptic future, where science and technology meet swords and sorcery. At its core, Dystopian Dawn is a combination of survival, adventure, exploration, and discovery, emphasizing role-playing over everything else. The core system is the player's guide and the game master's guide. Add the full campaign setting of Danger Zone, the GM and player screens, and you have a ready-made world to jump into. The system is D20 based with an old-school feel by design. Flexibility is built into the rules, allowing you to mold your world as you want. The Game Master's Guide includes GM tips and expands on the core rules for combat, scenario creation, monsters and beasts, radioactive effects, magic, high-tech gear, and lots of tables for reactions, loot, random encounters, and every fun trick a GM needs. 4 starter scenarios are included in the GM's Guide, as well as appendices for adventure ideas, creating new items, and more. The Player's Guide includes all core rules, character creation, magic, psionics, mutations, gear, and starting lore about the 6 key territories. Magic and psionics are fueled by your imagination with simple core mechanics for gameplay. Combine effects to create unique spells and powers so that no 2 characters are ever the same. Skills are all based on your attributes, so every stat matters. The default level skill system lets you try just about anything, whether your character knows the skill or not. Danger Zone is a full campaign with several chapters, new NPCs, additional lore, danger, and fun. All the starting scenarios and Danger Zone were thoroughly playtested and everyone had a blast. The Kickstarter campaign includes physical and PDF versions of the core books, GM and player screens, and a few surprises. The starting goal is only $5,000 to pay for the books, fees, and professional editing before distribution. My main goal is to spread the word, and I'm hoping to make enough for a few extra copies that I can take to conventions. All of the material is already made, so this campaign should be a quick turnaround. I know what it's like to wait a year or more when you back a game, and I don't want to be that guy. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have as much fun playing Dystopian Dawn as I did creating it.